How you guys doing? This is going to be your review of Big Brother. Um, I'm gonna just go ahead and tell y'all this. I don't know how long this is gonna be, and I'm really not about to review the whole thing. And honestly, this might be my last week reviewing this season of Big Brother. I have a lot of issues with what's going on with this season of Big Brother, and this week Christmas getting HOH, whatever. Um, I'm gonna go on and just blow it. Like y'all might already know, y'all might not know. She puts up Bailey and Davon. Now, at the beginning of this, people kept telling me that Christmas Memphis had a conversation about sending home the people of color, right? So I just find it very interesting that Christmas gets HOH and she puts up Davon and Bailey. That's not to say that she didn't have in her mind maybe good reason to, but here's where I'm going to go with this, because I'm not dwelling on that. I do want to speak on a few things, and if you don't want to hear me talk about things dealing with race, then this is probably not going to be the review for you this time. So I'm not going to get into the who said what and the what and the what and the how and the how and the who and the who. Danny is still playing a dirty game. Danny is still trying to send some people home and do it from behind the scenes. And we're going to get back to Miss Danny in a minute. Of course, they're upset with Kesar because Kesar did his whole little speech on his way out the door, and they're all upset and they're pissed off about it, whatever. Why are you mad about something that's true? Anyway, moving on. So, I'm going to speak on the power. So there was this new power unleashed. You know, there were no have-nots this season. This week, because they had to redo that basement because they're doing the new power in the basement, whatever. Like, so Tyler and the six realized that there really is no alliance, because in that HOH they were picking each other off, and Danny started it. She started it by putting Bailey against Davon. Then Davon did it by putting... So they realized that the alliance must not really be what we thought it was, because why are we picking each other off? And, of course, Davon and Bailey were like, because Danny was coming for us, like, she started that shit. So they had the competition. It's one of those in the dark where they got stuff all over the floor. They have 3 powers, and they had to find the right piece, put it in the puzzle, and the first 3 people that got the power, that was it. So, let's talk about the power. The 3 people that have the power is Christmas, Danny, and David. It's good for 3 weeks. Christmas's power is the blocker power. She has the ability to put up a replacement nominee. So, to block her being a replacement nominee, I should say. So she has 3 weeks basically to stop herself from being backdoored. After the power veto was played, if the power veto is played and the person on the block takes himself off and the HOH decides, she can play it before the HOH makes a decision. So if she thinks she's going to be the replacement nominee, then she has to play it before that. She has 3 weeks to do that. Danny has the replay power, which that gives her the ability to you could play HOH 2 weeks in a row. So if she wins this week's HOH, she'll be able to play it in next week's HOH, right? So that's that. David has the save himself from nomination power. And all of these powers, you can either use it for yourself or use it for somebody else. And so I can appreciate, David, you need it. Hold on to it, because in the next 3 weeks, your name is probably going to be on the block. So let's get to what happened after the competition. So Danny goes to Bailey and wants to have a conversation. Because she says, in her confessional, she says, I've been getting some weird vibes off of Danny and Bailey. Off of Day and Bailey. Let me go do some damage control. So when you say, let me go do some damage control, that implies that you know you did some damage. That implies that you know that they might have a reason to have an issue with you. That implies that you know why the hell they're upset. To say, let me go do some... You didn't say, let me go talk to them, because I have no idea why they might be mad at me. You said, let me go do some damage control. So she goes to talk to Bailey. And again, once again, thank you, Bailey, for standing your ground and being straight up. She said, well, yeah, we were looking at you some kind of way because people had been coming to us saying that you were aiming for me and Davon. That you was secretly trying to get me and Davon out of here. She immediately goes into, who said that? And Bailey was like, I ain't gonna get into names, but just know that that's what was said to us. And then today in the competition, the first opportunity you got, you put me and Bailey against each other. I mean, me and Davon against each other. So what are we supposed to think? And she was like, well, yeah, I put you guys against each other because y'all have been acting funny towards me. And Bailey was like, so it never occurred to you to come and have a conversation with us before you just decided to come for us? Like, you drew first blood. Like, if we're in an alliance together, why would you even, like, okay, we were acting funny towards you, but why would you put us up for, like, why would you do that? You had other people you could have chose from, and you chose us. So that just sort of confirmed what we kind of already thought. I'm sorry. Something popped up on my screen. So Danny now is like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? So at this point, Enzo comes in the room. So Bailey says to Enzo, weren't there rumors going around the house that Danny was trying to put us up and trying to come for me and Davon? So Enzo was like, and again, I appreciate Enzo for being honest. Enzo was like, yeah, I heard it. Like, people was talking. Again, nobody said any names. Nobody mentioned anybody in particular. It was just, yeah, people said it. So now Danny's upset. Danny immediately, this is what pissed me off. Danny immediately went into offended white woman stance. She goes into the pantry and she's so upset and she's crying and she is so offended, and how could they think that, and I don't know why they're thinking that, and why would they say that, and why would they, oh my gosh, like I'm so frustrated, I'm so upset. Bitch, that is what you have been doing. You absolutely have been going around the house trying to get other people to come after Bailey and Davon. Why are you sitting there playing victim? Why are you sitting there acting like you have no idea where this is coming from, and why everybody, like, it pissed me off so bad. Why are you acting like you have no idea why? Like, it'd be one thing, like, I understand you playing that for Bailey. Like, oh my gosh, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't do that. Why would you think that? Not me. I get that. Fine. Play that game with Bailey. No problem. But why would you turn around and act like you are the victim and somebody did something to you? So now you have Bailey, Tyler, and Enzo talking, and Tyler is like, yo, why would you say something? You're blowing up my game. Why were you so aggressive? And immediately Bailey gets upset, and I understand, because Bailey was like, what are you talking about? She came to me. So she comes to me, and I'm the aggressor. If I had gone to her, I would have been the aggressor. Like, I can't win. And I understand exactly what she's saying, because basically what she's saying is y'all putting the angry black woman stigma on me, and I was just, she came to me. I was minding my damn business. And, you know, yeah, she was like, Enzo, I'm sorry that I asked you. I'm sorry that I put you in it. But, like, I didn't say any names, because Tyler now was like, well, she just blew up my whole game. No, Tyler, every time somebody says something, it's not blowing up your game. Promise you that you are not the only person that Danny has said something to about Bailey and Davon. Like, boy, get over yourself and chill the fuck out, okay? Everybody ain't coming. It's not that serious. You are not the only person in that damn house, okay? People talk game with other people. So then, Enzo and Tyler are trying to tell Bailey, well, just calm down. You don't have to be so aggressive. And again, it's those trigger words. Bailey was doing absolutely nothing aggressive at all. Nothing aggressive at all. Why do y'all keep saying that to her like she's the one doing something wrong, when, again, not only is Danny the one that's trying to pit the house against them, but Danny went to Bailey and asked Bailey what the problem was. Why are you not putting anything on Danny? Why are we acting like Danny is, and that's what Bailey was getting frustrated, because she was like, I don't understand why she's the victim. She's the one plotting against me. She's the one that approached me. But now you done flip this whole thing around, and I'm the victim. Like, I'm not understanding the problem here. And I'm just frustrated by the whole thing, because I'm saying the same thing. I'm like, and then at the end, Tyler's talking about something. Well, I thought I could work with Bailey, but I guess not. What the fuck did Bailey do to you? Bailey was just saying at this point she didn't know, and her point was valid. She said, "Listen, I know you came to me and told me the information, but what I don't know is right now I don't know if I have enough power in the house. I don't know if enough people will back me against Danny." That's valid. If all of y'all were working together at one point and now the alliance has fallen apart, she doesn't know who's on her side and who isn't. She doesn't know. Just because you're saying it doesn't mean, and maybe she probably shouldn't have said it, but all she was saying was, at this point, I don't know who has my back and who doesn't. Child, I'm so over this bullshit. So then, of course, we get to the end of the episode, and Christmas ends up putting up Davon and Bailey. Anyway, that's it. I don't have no more. Y'all let me know what y'all think.